Hey guys, my name is Matimo, and today I have some more Battlefield 3 gameplay for you guys. This is going to be some sniper action on Sharqi Peninsula. A lot of you have been requesting that I post some more sniper gameplay, especially with the 8x optic zoom scope. I normally go with the 12x because I just find that in most situations that is just a better scope. I'm not really sure why, even when I am trying to be aggressive and I'm getting up close and personal with the enemy, the 12x zoom just works for me. And so I figured I would try it out, the 8x zoom. Figured I would give it a shot, and this was the result. So I'm going to be playing as the defender on Sharqi Peninsula Rush. I have a really fun match, and I wanted to go over some of the things I was thinking on this particular match, so you guys can maybe get some insight as to why I am doing what I'm doing. So the first thing that I was trying to do for this match, since I'm playing the Recon class, is to play that Recon role and place down the tugs in a position where I know a lot of enemies were going to be moving around, so I could get a lot of spot assists and also help out my team. So what I did is, if you notice, I placed it down in the building to my left here. I find that it's a great location since it covers the far left side of the map where a lot of enemies are going to be heading. As you can see, I just sight one in the building, and then there's a further one out there where I just took out. I make a mistake right here, turn the corner where I knew there was an enemy, or potentially could have been an enemy, and I didn't pull out my pistol. That was a mistake on my part. Not really sure what I was thinking, but basically what I was trying to do was get down the tugs in that, the far left side there, and then lock it down, and just help my team on this far left side. And so since I noticed that pretty much my entire team is on the right side, and that all the enemies are going to the left here, basically what I do for this first base is try to lock it down. And since I just died, I knew there was a couple around here. I pull out my pistol knowing that I was going to have some confrontations, and took them out. And I've noticed that a lot of recons really don't have a lot of situational awareness. You'll go up to one that's on top of a building, you'll even take a couple of shots at some of his buddies that are nearby, you'll show up on the minimap, but they will just continue with their sniping. They'll still be down the scope, they really won't really notice what's going on around them, and that's a mistake. So what I try to do is I will zoom out all the time. I'll take a shot, zoom out, see what's going on around me, and then zoom back in and try to take that next shot. A lot of people wonder why I use the bolt pole as one of my attachments. I think it's great because, like, one of the situations I don't zoom back out. But for the most part, if I do take that shot, I will zoom back out, reassess what's going on around me, and then zoom back in and try to take that second shot. I find it just to be an effective way at keeping yourself alive and assessing where threats are going to be coming from. And if you're not trying this out, you should probably do it more often. It's probably going to save your life in more than one situation, and you're not going to be just so focused on what's in front of your scope and more of what's around you. And I think that's just one thing that a lot of recons could do better with. So as you guys probably noticed, the enemy was able to take out both of the MCOM stations, which was a little disappointing considering I felt like I was doing a decent job locking down the left side. I felt like if there was a couple more allies that were trying to defend those routes, we would have been able to hold them off on the first base. But that stuff happens. The second base is really easy to defend, at least in my opinion. But right here, I make the mistake. I push up onto this hill here. And with the bolt-action rifles, it's a really bad idea because there isn't, while you do have some cover, when you try to poke your head out a little bit, you leave yourself open to the enemy fire pretty easily. It's kind of hard to identify where the enemy is coming from since there's just so much for you to keep your eye on. So I do make the mistake of pushing up here. What I should have done was just stayed back in the construction site. I do that here in a second, and try to just use my tugs effectively, which I do here in a bit, and then try to just snipe people that were running down the hill. And right here, I make the mistake of assuming that I could take out multiple targets with my pistol. It didn't work out, as you guys can tell. But as I said, I'm getting into the construction site that's over the AMCOM station. I put down the tugs, and now basically my job is just to lock down this section of the map and try to take anyone that's going down that left road and anyone who is making their way over into the BMCOM station. And as you can see, that is exactly where the enemy is trying to head. They're trying to use that far left flank and try to use those stairs to get up into the construction site. It's a nice route, but what they're doing and what their mistake was is that they tried to basically camp that location. They were a little timid. Really what you want to do is get a smoke grenade, try to smoke it out, and then make your way over into the construction site. Because if you chill out here, you're going to get sniped like you are right now. or like what they are right now, and it's just going to result in you losing a lot of tickets. You're going to spawn like that guy just did, and you're going to die a lot. So what if you were one of these? If you were one of these guys, like I said, try to use a smoke grenade or just push as hard as you can into that other construction site. But yeah, to recap, the advice I would give snipers on Sharqi Peninsula is to use the tugs in the MAV effectively. So I like to place the tugs on the left side of the map for that first base. I find that it's a great high traffic place, and you're getting a lot of spot assists or motion assists for your team. And for the second base, putting in either the left or the right construction building, like the second or third floor, is going to really help out your team. Also, make sure you have good line of sight and a fair amount of distance between your enemies. I find that the left side of the map is just a great spot to chill out for that first base. It's going to make it so that they can't get the jump on you, and you're not always having to use your pistol, and you're going to get a lot of kills. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, I would appreciate it. Give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for more videos. But until next time, guys, have a good one, and take it easy.